Okay, good. So, hello again, guys, and hello, YouTube. So, my name is Daiane, and I'm from São Paulo. I work as a data scientist. I work for an American startup in United States, and I've been here in TNT since July last year when I started working in this company. And then since January, I became a host, and I am here since then. I'll ask to Leandro, please. Can you introduce yourself?
Sure. Good morning, guys. My name is Leandro. I was born in Rio de Janeiro, but now I am living in João Pessoa, Paraíba State. It's a beautiful place, and I encourage you to visit here. Okay. Uh, Special now in the summer. uh, I'm married. I have two kids. I am 38 years old, and I am a software developer. I'm trying to improve my English skills because in my opinion, that people that work with technology needs to have a good English or understand very well because the documents, all the things that you need to know are in English. So it's basically mandatory for us. But I would like to get a remote job that I can use English in my day. Okay, so I'm trying to improve it right now. Basically, that's it.
Okay, good. I haven't followed. Where you live in Rio?
No, João Pessoa.
João Pessoa. You was born in
Yeah,
Rio,
in
right?
Rio. Mhm.
Okay, nice. João, please.
Okay. My name is João Pedro Esteban. I'm 22 years old, and my goals is very similar as Leandro said. I'm working as a data engineer on a consultant company, and I'm here to improve my communication, improve my confidence to, who knows, maybe start working a remote job on a company, USA company. And I would like to start speaking English as soon as possible to maybe 2023, like get this job outside Brazil. Okay, I'm living in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, and my hobbies is listening to podcasts. I really enjoy podcast.
Okay,
That's
thank
it.
you. Yeah, data engineers, they are, I mean, the demand in other countries is so high. I was talking to a guy in Netherlands, and he was mentioning the like how difficult it is to hire data engineers. And United States, I feel the same, you know. So I think you are in a good role.
Yes, I need to like so like to surf on this wave. Understand? Like it's on high demand. I think it's the best time to try the opportunities outside Brazil. And you work on a USA company, right? But you live in
Yeah.
Brazil or you live in the United States?
No, I live in São Paulo, in Brazil. I work
That's
remotely.
awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. I think you're the second person on Talk Talk that worked remotely for a USA company. That's really, really awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoy and highly recommend it. So, Lua, please.
Morning, guys. My name is Loa. I am 26 years old. I work as a product designer in a startup, and I live, born and raised in Fortaleza, Ceará. And my goals are pretty much the same, but not so fast because the demand for UX UI designers it's not so high. It's pretty much difficult to get a job. especially if you're not a senior professional. So I'm taking it easy, but someday I will apply to get a broad job.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So let's start. Leandro, please, can you read the number 2, please?
What is your opinion about chatbot technology?
And go ahead. What do you think?
I think that amazing. For me, it's amazing because for the company, I think that the company can decrease your costs with people, in one hand, okay, and can scale this very well, because you can put some chatbot to talk with the people. But in another hand, I think that we are losing some jobs, okay. But I think that this thing, chatbot, and another thing about this, how can I say, this subject, okay, the interaction between human and the machine. I think that is the future, okay. In a short future, we will be using a lot this technology, okay. So basically, that's it.
Okay, thank you. And Lua, please.
I don't know. It's pretty easy when you think about user experience. You don't like chatbots because many of them not really help the users. It's just sending random messages. They don't get in the point, and the user can resolve the problem. I think that chatbot is great if you use it right. I recently passed through a situation like that with C6 Bank. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's impossible to talk with someone from CX because the chatbot keeps you running circles when you're gonna resolve a problem. It's terrible. It's really terrible.
Yeah, I think I have the same feeling. Like, I think chatbots, I mean, we can develop this technology to be really useful in the future, but right now I don't think it's just help us in the simple things, right? Like, oh, I want to, I don't know, cancel my credit card. So this really simple and straightforward things, I don't think it's, and we have like this, the bank example that you mentioned, that I think a lot of companies, they use this, like this technology this way.
Yes, and there is another thing that I think that became I don't know how to say, became a trend in technology companies to provide a chatbot to resolve problems, but they don't really resolve problems. So we have a bunch of we have a bucket list of things that should be resolved by an attendant, and companies keep in the chatbot for no reason.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it's a hype in companies.
Yes, it's a hi.
And João Pedro, please tell your thoughts.
I was thinking about it. I think I never had any good experience on chatbot in my life. Like, I think the purpose of chatbot is to reduce your time uh, and resolve your problems. I think they didn't did these 2 points. I lost more time and don't resolve my problem. I think the companies that adopt chatbot, I think they don't want to resolve resolve the problem, like make it better. I think they want to reduce cost, right? And so I really don't like the way that is working right now. But I understand like why it's happening. I think you keep uh, the jobs of call center and things like that is just so expensive, and like searching a way to automate this task is inevitable. I don't know if this would exist, but I understand. I really understand. But unfortunately, I never had one good experience on chatbot. It's always like, what's the problem with the app, with your card bank? No, it's nothing like that. I need a loan. I don't know, with a low tax. Please help me. So I think I contact Banco Inter, chatbot. I don't know, Cinemark, chatbot. I think all and Chin. You know Chin? Cell phone operator. Chin, Oi. No? Oh, Oi, you know. And Chin, no. Okay. And okay, but that's it. I don't like it very much right now.
Yeah, yeah. I think that that's exactly what you said. Companies, they are doing this just to save money and reduce the costs, but they most of the time I think they are not worried about resolving our issues. So I think the technology is not using the correct way. So Leandro, have you ever used it, a chatbot? Because Lua and João Pedro, they said they had the experience and it was awful. So what about you?
Yes, it's the same, the same. Always, I my my experience using chatbot was terrible. Okay, it's the same example that João said. In my case, when I was trying to talk about some subject, okay, and the chatbot was just saying another option for me. Oh, no, I would like to talk about this. So please give me a phone number, and then and no, sorry, this there are just uh, option here. Oh my gosh! So in all the case, I needed to call in phone, and because chatbot for me was terrible.
It's like in the looping forever. You can't get
Yeah,
rid of this chatbox and you can resolve your issue.
yeah.
Okay, so Lua, can you read please the next one? Actually, number 3, we've already answered. So number 4, please.
Okay. Do you think chatbot will replace the call center attendant roles? And responding, I don't think so, because again, there is certain problems that must be resolved by humans. In my current company, I was chatting with people from customer success and customer experience, and they brings a lot of the problems like I can have access or I can see my loan opportunity. And there is a problem that a chatbot cannot, in the present moment, interpret and gives the right answer, you know.
And what about the future? Do you think they're gonna be replaced? I mean, these roles?
I really don't think so because maybe even the chatbot can interpret will be another hardening problems that can only be solved by human beings. I think that maybe they get smaller teams because in my company the attendant team is like huge. It's half the company because it's a lot of people looking for. And I think they can be smaller with passing times, but not be replaced.
Yeah, I think makes sense. So, João, what do you think?
Uh, I think there is no possibility to not be replaced at some time. It's inevitable. Like when you want to scale a solution, you need to do with technology. So chatbots, it's inevitable, but I think they will start to think logically like a human with more machine learning solution, maybe. Like the they will do a thing, a chatbot that is so similar than human that we will not even notice about it. So I believe that. Um, but yes, yes, I remember. I think when we talk about it, I remember a job that was like this. Uh, like in 1920s, when you that don't exist semaphore. So a policy officer keep stop and follow in his hand to car stop and follow. And after that, they invented a semaphore that do it for automatically, and you can scale the solution. So you don't need a cop on every single corner on the street and do this job very well. The semaphore is awesome. It's work very well. I think it's the same way as human resources. I think chatbot. So there will be a way that machines will do it very well and know the solutions about the company can offer and bring to the client in a way that the communication is really real. And I think that will be done with machine learning. And I think neural linguition, I don't know. I don't understand about machine learning, but I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, there's the reinforcement model that it learns when as much you use, as much the machine learns. So maybe something like this. And Leandro, please.
Uh, yeah, I mentioned in the first question. For me, yes, I think that chatbot will replace and the the call center attends. It's now it's happening right now. Okay, but I really I don't know about the future. I think that chatbots because now we are having a lot of problems with chatbot, a loop, or options that the the customer don't need. But I think that in a short future, this thing will be fixed, and the chatbot will be how can I say, uh, a good thing, okay? Because it's cheaper than a person, okay? And the company always thinking in the money. So in the short future, I think that we will see a lot of loss of the job. So basically, that's it.
Yeah, as many other job roles, like everything that's manually done, it's gonna be replaced
Yeah.
sometime by a
Mhm.
technology. Oh, okay. So, João, can you read the next one, please? Number 5.
Yes. How far are we from getting reasonable resolution of companies using chatbots technology? Mm, I think it's so far away. I can't expect us to see any solutions for the next 10 years, about 5 years, because technology improves so fast. But for the next 5 years, I don't expect to see any solutions, because I see nowadays contract how's the name? A call center attendant is cheaper than contract like a machine learning engineer to develop a solution for that. Like you spend 2,000 reais for a call center attendant, and for chatbots technology development, you spend like I really don't know, 15,000 reais. So I don't know. I don't know. And the technologies itself, like the cloud, I don't know. So I think it's expensive to develop a technology than contracted customer service. So I think for the next 5-10 years, we will not see any solution right now. I think when the first company bring us a solution, others will copy. I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't expect to have reasonable resolutions like next year. I think it's gonna take a while, especially because we need data to train these chatbots. So right, I think right now we are just getting data and collecting data to build a better machine learning model. So I don't think it's gonna be fast. What do you think, Lua?
Basing myself in what João said, I truly believe that it's another step in there that is okay. Chatbots will be able to get in, I don't know, smart with data, but specifics companies will be using data differently. Like financial service we use in one way, commercial service will use another way. So it's gonna be a while until we collect all the data we need for a specific company, you know, because we have different problems, we're gonna use it differently. So it's another layer of what must happen to get chatbots resolving problems.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And Leandro.
Yes, but for me, it's the same. I think that now we have a lot of problem, and I agree about this data. Uh, I still think that in short future we will have a good technology, chatbot working very well, but no so fast. Okay, I think that there are things that need to fix about the data, about the behavior that the humans have. Yeah. So basically, I think that we need to improve this data. How we can how can I say this name? How can we can treat this data between humans and machine? Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, and a really big challenge is the natural language because you can ask the same thing
Yeah,
in a different ways, a way different ways. So the thing is
yes,
really difficult to train the model.
yeah. Well, in my opinion, we have a long way to arrive in a good uh, moment with this technology.
Yeah, I completely agree. So yeah, let's move on to number 6. And yeah, what we do, we prefer chatbox or human contact. Well, I'm gonna like answer this one like myself because I don't know, but I personally I don't like to talk to people. I really like this when we need to call to a contact center because I don't know, a lot of times I did a request and they said, okay, it's solved, or I mean like next month you won't be charged anymore. And and when the next month, I I didn't do anything, they didn't do anything. So sometimes I don't trust in in this context. And when I do in using like myself, this auto attendementos, I don't know how I can say this in English. I believe because it's the machine is doing. It's Boolean. It's okay, I did okay, I did not. So I really like the if I can resolve things using chatbots, but I don't think we are prepared for this technology. But I don't like human contact. So I don't know if I'm being mad, but yeah. What your opinion, João?
Uh, I don't like to deal with humans neither, uh, especially when it's trying to solve my problem that they don't want to solve my problem. Like I want to cancel my plan. Oh, okay, but we had a perfect plan for you. No, no, no. I want to cancel my plan. If was a machine, it, the machine won't will argue with me. They will. I think the machine will solve my problem. But human try to like insist, understand? And that's boring. In the other way, when I need to like a loan on Santander was easier. I receive better taxes when I talk to a person. That's I don't know why it's happened, but I receive more credit than ask on the platform on the web. So I think person can dar um jeitinho on some things. So yeah, you can get better results or worse results. I think depends. But on the mean, I prefer uh, machines. Machines. There is a lot of potential to improve my time and my patience. That's it.
Exactly, patience. Leandro, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. For me it's the same. Okay, sometimes I prefer the machine, prefer the chatbot than human contact, because I hate some things. For example, when I need to call for Claro. Okay, oh my gosh, the human contact, it's terrible, terrible. But in this, I think that Monday, yeah, I had I needed to solve something, and I need to have a contact with chatbot, and was clean, no problem. Okay, very fast and perfect for me, and solved my problem. It solved my problem. But when I needed to talk someone, wow. And sometimes I prefer, in the most part, the times I prefer chatbot.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So I don't know if Lua, she's back.
I'm
Are you
back.
there?
Um, in the ideal world, I really would like to resolve my things by chatbot because I don't like to speak with humans too, especially if I had a problem to has to be resolved like right now. But Banco Inter has a really good system for that. They had a chatbot. You enter that and you say what you want to resolve, and if you can be able to resolve in a chatbot conversation, they lead you to a attendant who will chat with you by message. So for me, it's great because I don't have to speak to anyone, and I can just say a bunch of times that I want to cancel my plan or without being embarrassed, you know. It's easier because talk with people like João said. For me, it's kind of embarrassing to say no without being transferred all the time. They really keeps with you until you say, okay, I'm done. I resolved my problem.
Yeah, have you guys tried to cancel a credit card? It's awful. Okay, we give you something like this. We can give you points. We can give you, oh no, I don't want that. And okay, but you're gonna lose the discount. You're gonna, okay, though, I want to cancel. It's so hard to cancel a credit card.
Yeah, credit card and the phone, for example, it's so terrible.
I made up excuse now and whenever I want to cancel something, I say that the reason is that I'm leaving the country. So I'm gonna live abroad. So it's the best thing because they don't have any options. So
Thank you. Thank
This
you.
is
That's
this
the
is
best
so
excuse
good.
that I.
Great, great.
I will use that forever.
it,
But I
it
but
always
I
works.
really but I really have to check if the company doesn't have a partner abroad because many companies now have. You have to check it first before you use it.
Yeah. So if the guy asks you where you are you going to, you can say like a very tiny place, so an island, so they won't
Havaí.
reach it. Yeah. So okay, let's move on. Um, well, we already talked about how companies they are not ready for this technology. So let's jump to number 8. So, like, what do you guys think? This technology is available for everyone? Because I mean, we work with technology or something related to that, so we do know how things work. But I can't imagine my mom dealing with these chatbots. I just imagine her writing a lot of questions, like complicated questions in the chat box that then the technology won't lead her to anywhere, you know. So what do you guys think? Leandro, que for you?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that this it's available, yeah, but there are many people that don't know to use how to use this technology. Okay, my mother, it's a good example. Okay, she doesn't like to have contact with this chatbot. Okay, and but I think that this technology will be a good future. Okay, I think that the main people today will know to treat this with this technology. Of course, there are many challenges to solve, like this data to and the behavior between human and chatbot. I think that we need to solve this. How can I say? This robot Ray. Okay, I think that sometimes the people would like to have a more, how can I say, personal way. Yeah, could understand me, right?
Yeah,
And yeah, so basically that's it. Okay.
Okay, good. So Lua, please.
I may agree with you when you said that you don't see elderly people using chatbots because I think they prefer talk with persons than with their own phones. And you don't know how difficult it is make an older people use a cell phone. Like we have to make the interface so much simple than will be for any other public, you know. When you talk about older people, it's gonna be so simple. And I don't think that uh, talking about accessibility, chatbots will be for everyone so soon. Like we have to really improve the way we use chatbots because I don't even think that old people, most of it, can even understand how we use it. No matter how much lessons you can take, it's always going to be confused for them. So I don't know, it's something that I don't believe. Another reason why attendant teams will never get over and be replaced by chatbots, you know.
Yeah, good point. I don't think they like people, the elderly people, can learn exactly how a chat box works. Because I imagine like a person, like I think Bradesco has Bia, and I just think about a person saying, moça, não é isso que eu quero, you know, this thinking that it's a person in the other side, you know. So yeah, I agree with you.
Exactly. Like in the company I work, we have attendance in WhatsApp because they think that it's easier to talk in WhatsApp. But we have a lot of people saying, I don't want to talk with a robot. Please get me to a person. So in WhatsApp, they think they are talking to robots.
Yeah, it's complicated, especially this, like the elderly people. So João,
What's the question? Number 6 or number 7?
yeah, number 8.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about accessibility mainly for the old persons, but when Leandro said, I think that's so true. I think any person older than 60 years old, they are not as so they are not so like open to know something new as teenager, as before this age. So it's very difficult to this uh, this person learn something new, and especially with technology, I think, because technology changed so fast and changed like a lot. Uh, so I think it's not for everyone. It's it's really true. Uh, but I think technology was made in this way. I think computer is not everyone was able to use, and like the evolution came, and like now older person now use computer very well. So I think it's a process. It's not as accessible for everyone now, but maybe in 20 years will be like it is that starts like this, something new, some technologies. I think that's it.
Okay, good. Thanks. So, well, we have time for one more. So let's talk about customer experience. Lua said the customer experience is awful. And I don't remember using a chatbot and had a good experience. Only when it's like a checkbox that just lead me to the correct attendant at the correct sector. I don't know, like I want to cancel something, or I want to complain something, or I want to buy something, and then you select some 3 or 4 options, and then you get like it's more straightforward. You get to the right person. I think it's the only situation that was a good experience, but just to solve something was terrible. So let's see, Leandro.
Yes.
What do you think about customer experience?
Yes. Yeah. I agree. Totally agree. Uh, my case, in the most part, the times I had bad experience. I had just some good experience. For example, this experience that I mentioned on Monday. For me, it was very fast and clean. But in general, my experience and the people that I know is very terrible. Okay, oh, I need to cancel. Please, no, please, sir. You need to choose these options. Just these options. Oh, my gosh. So anyway.
Okay, yeah, I think it's the same. So, Lua, you mentioned that, but what do you think?
I would say exactly what you said, just like exactly the same words, because right now is the only way that chatbots can be useful for me. They lead you to a resolution, but made no resolution, They lead you to some point, not to resolve your problem, literally.
Yeah, exactly. And I think for this, the situation, I think it's good. It's great, actually, because it saves your time.
Yeah.
And João,
I remember what Lua said about concluding the chatbot, and I think it's not very bad when you think about some companies. I think when it's just chatbot and you don't have any option to talk to a human, it's terrible. It's the worst experience ever, especially when chatbot is not well developed. But when we think about Banco Inter and how chatbot brings you the possibility to talk to a human per chat, via chat, it's awesome. It's better than talk to a human directly, I think. And it's better than talk on a phone. So, talk on message. I think it depends. I think Banco Inter it's a great customer experience of chatbot, but I would say Santander is not, mobile operators is not. So it depends a lot. That's it.
Most of them, it's not, so it's complicated.
Yes.
Okay, Heitor, Ricardo, and Leo, welcome back. So let me ask Heitor, how was the conversation?
Was very interesting because I think we had a different experience with chatbot, okay? But I think in general, we love the idea to talk with chatbots. In my opinion, is more easily, more faster, and sometimes more efficient than talk with a human.
Which of you have a good experience using this technology?
Sometimes I think for a small things, not a specific problems, okay? Sometimes you have to talk with human. It's necessary, but in the most of times, just to ask for a second to weigh a bill or asking where is your order, you are usually talk with a chatbot.
Yes, it's controversial because we are talking about the customer experience that they usually it's not that good. But when it comes to what do you prefer, whether the chat box or the human, we do prefer technology. So it's completely controversial what we are talking here. So yeah, guys. So that's it, the question. So I will send the survey, and if you guys can answer. And just let me close the live streaming that I there's some